Ollie, oh my god, you scared the hell out of me. Oh my god. I'm afraid it's going to electrocute me, so I was like focusing really hard. These freaking dogs gave me a heart attack. Come on, guys.
Been a long time.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of water under the bridge.
Some of the old songs, Sam.
Yes, ma'am.
8:15 in the morning, day 3 of the gym. Drinking a horribly tasting pre-workout. Today I'm doing back and shoulders. I'm super nervous about doing shoulders and back today because if my back and shoulders are sore tomorrow, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to lift a camera, and that's day 1 of the road trip. Definitely weird waking up this early to go to the gym, but I am extremely glad that I put some fitness back in my life.
If you want to look like a sea nymph, you board the streamliner, and away you go to health and happiness. Well, it all started with a rib, and now it's a rub. The Battle of the Bulges is still on.
Back from the gym. Very successful workout today, shoulders and back. I'm tired, I'm nauseous, but I gotta be honest, for only 3 days back in the gym, I am feeling a lot stronger. So my meeting at the agency went like amazing. They were all cool people that want to make cool stuff, and we had a lot of great ideas together. So all in all, it was a major success. I come up to Sunset Boulevard today to take a bunch of cool drone shots so that I have a lot of cool visual content for this video. Because besides this short detour onto Sunset Boulevard, today is going to be a very relaxing, chill day, because tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning, we leave on the road trip. I'm excited to get home and see you boys. You boys! The hardest part about traveling the way I do is leaving these guys for such an extended period of time. Me and Hitch were apart last year for 7 months. I spent more time without him than I did with him. So even days like today, where I leave on the road trip tomorrow morning, we could have a crazy adventurous day. We could go do a ton of stuff, but that's not gonna happen because I'm going to stay home with these dogs. They're my best friends. They're the only people who always want to hang out with me. They're always happy to see me. So on my last day in LA, I couldn't think of anyone better to spend it with than these two. What are we gonna do? It's so hot, boys. It's so hot. Oh, oh my God. You almost attacked my face. What? What do you want? Sit. You guys are sick in the head. So there were 2 possible routes that I was going to take for my trip. I hadn't decided if I was either going to stay in the city that I'm going to be filming in and just shoot like around there for 3 days, or if I wanted to try to drive another 6 hours up the coast to get to the Redwood National Forest, which is where like the really big trees are.
That would be Sunday. It's an hour from where you're staying.
But what time's our flight?
Your flight leaves at 7:45 that night.
That doesn't work. Because I'd have to leave there at like 3. Because I'm only going to have 2.5 days, and going the rest of the way up the coast would take up a bunch of those days, I'm just going to stay around that San Francisco area and see kind of Northern California, and then we'll go back to the Redwood National Forest as a completely different trip. So yesterday I couldn't decide between the slider or the Steadicam. If I can balance the 1DX on the Steadicam, I'm going to go Steadicam because the slider is going to be a really pain in my bum. And honestly, Steadicam really is the best tool for what I'm going to be doing on this trip. Something I'm not looking forward to is since all of my lenses weigh different weights, every time I switch a lens on this camera, I'm going to have to rebalance the Steadicam. And that is a massive pain in the butt. But it's either that or carry a massive tripod around. Okay, so when you're balancing a Steadicam, the first thing you want to do is make sure you get the weight on the bottom right. And you do that by putting the camera in. What you're going to do, and it's very scary, so I can tell you the weight's already off. Hold the camera sideways like this, let go. That's bad. What you want is you want it to go like down to here, but you want it to take 2 full seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. All right, good. First part of the balance is done. Now, using screws that adjust where the camera sits, we're going to make sure it's balanced front and back, side to side. Oh boy, that's heavy. Wow. 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 This is really cool. This is really cool. It works, and it works well. Check this out. Low-key proud of this one. Hold on, let me tighten down all the screws. It was a little bit harder, but I was able to balance it with one of the Cinema Primes. How cool is that? What is that one?
You have to eat it first. And
What
then
is
I'll
it?
tell you. Well, take a bite and then I'll tell you. What do you think?
It's heaven. What is this?
It's a vegan donut.
Really? Calling it vegan makes it sound like it shouldn't be good, but this is If you're ever in LA, stop by SK's Donuts. It's my neighborhood donut shop. It's so good. All right, yesterday I promised you I'd show you how I'm gonna fit everything into my bags, and I'll show you what I think I figured out. So the Steadicam, the tripod, the slider, all the things that are made of metal and aren't very breakable, I'm gonna wrap them in a towel, I'm going to put them in this tripod bag, and I'm going to check them. And this is the goodie bag. So let me show you what I've done. Batteries, drone propellers, cord. We have a 1DX body right here. Here we have the Cinema Prime 35mm lens. This is where the 70D goes with the microphone. We have the drone with batteries under each propeller, extra batteries. The remote, Canon 85mm, Canon 100mm macro. Fisheye 2470, two Canon G7Xs. This is like batteries and filters and cards. So it's by no means a perfect bag, it's by no means a light bag, but it does carry everything that I think I'm going to need to be able to film this trip the way I want to. I hope I'm not missing something. I always end up missing something. Yeah, I really hope I didn't forget anything. Look at this kid get straight taken out. What the hell? What the hell? It's a Charizard. I wouldn't have even done that for one of the Charizard holographic cards back in the day that you could have sold for a few $100s. Even my favorite donut shop just got back from there, and look at this. It's a real life Pokeball donut. This donut is better than the Pokemon Go game in its entirety. Well, before I pull the plug on this very beautiful Sunday, it's Monday. So I told myself no matter how short this video was, I had to stop filming by 8 o'clock. That way I could be edited by midnight so I could be asleep to wake up at 7 to start tomorrow. Right now it's 7:30, which means I have 30 minutes. So are there two dogs here that want to go on a walk? Any boys that want to go on a walk? Any takers for a walk? Boys going for a walk? Anyone? Anyone? You guys want to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. So all those birds that were flying around my house the other night, they're all right here right now. Look at that. That's horrifying. Watch out, Ollie. So it's kind of nice. I'm 10 minutes into the walk with them and we haven't encountered one other dog. Ollie, for real? So as of right now, Ollie has taken it upon himself in 10 minutes to poop on 3 people's lawns. I am really glad that I got to take him on a walk tonight. The weather is beautiful in LA. I haven't taken them out all week and I'm gonna miss him so much. You little lawnmower boys? Stop eating all their grass. Are you guys ready? All right, the dogs have reverted to eating grass. I think it's time to go home. You just had one 30 minutes ago. No. See what I deal with? Oh my, you're not gonna leave me alone, are you? You just had one. Fine, one more. That's the last one until bedtime. I'll leave tomorrow. I know no one's gonna give him bones for a couple of days, so I just like spoiling them.